Vicky Kaushal, Chhaava has been blamed for Nagpur riots. Online attacks on Vicky Kaushal's Chhaava. Claim is that the movie demonizes Aurangzeb. Claim is that it promises hatred. Chhaava depicts Aurangzeb's brutality. The film on Mughals torturing Sambhaji is now being blamed for the riots and the tensions in Nagpur. Abhijit Karande getting in more details in that story. This has in fact been hinted, Abhijit, by the government as well, isn't it? The Chief Minister hinted at the fact that the film has obviously, stirred emotions in a sense that has led to some amount of anger, isn't it?
We can say that this is an escape route used by the government and blame Chhaava movie to reignite the emotions of the people. Because this issue was started because of Abu Asim Azmi, who is the MLA from Samajwadi Party and who praised the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb, and he said that he was not a cruel king. After that, Nitesh Rane and the VHP and the Patit Pawan Sangatna and all other Hindu-allied organizations took an aggressive stand against the Aurangzeb's grave and they have demanded to removal of that grave. But that is an ASI monumented site, as we are aware about it, and even government and the minister Nitesh Rane and other people also knows that it is not easy to remove that site as soon as possible because it has some legal hurdles in between. But after that also they have staged protest against the Aurangzeb's grave and all other things. And then we have seen that the situation in Nagpur, which is converted into the riot, and then 3 DCPs and so many people and public property have been damaged in that riot. And after that, when CM Fadnavis was speaking into the Vidhan Sabha, he blamed that after watching the Chhaava movie, people's emotions reignited against the Aurangzeb, how he killed and tortured Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj in 16th century, 17th century. So it has been escape route chosen by the government to blame the Chhaava, but the fact is that the BJP leaders, the Hindu organizations was taking the stand against the grave. They are constantly making statements. They are constantly staging protests, and because of that, the situation worsened over the period of time. But now, if CM is saying that this is because of Chhaava movie, then it is like we can say this is an escape route taken by the government to divert the attention again.
We'll leave it at that. Abhijit getting asked those details as far as blaming the movie for the rioting is concerned. Telling you a little more about what has happened here. This movie, in fact, depicted the manner in which Mughals had allegedly tortured Sambhaji. And this is being blamed now for the rioting that has taken place in Nagpur. Essentially with demands that started from Hindu outfits like the Bajrang Dal that spoke about the fact that the tomb of Aurangzeb should be raised. Abhijit continues to be with us. Abhijit, like you were telling us about how reactions in fact have come in from various political leaders, including those in the government, talking about the fact that the tomb should be raised. Talk to us about how these statements will only further incite the mob, incite violence further in Nagpur, which already is in fact many areas of which continue to be under curfew.
There are several parts of Nagpur where curfew has been applied by the police force, and they are taking care of the law and order situation right now. 3 DCPs are injured in the whole scenario, and 1 DCP who has been critical in that riot. But now the situation is under control. Police force is thinking to lift the curfew also, and on the other side, the politics of Aurangzeb is also going down because the CM, as per the sources information, the CM has said and told his ministers that do not make any controversial statement against about the Aurangzeb's grave or the removal of Aurangzeb's grave in Kultabad. So even government has taken a note of the situation and the law and order situation also. So it has been we can say that the government is now more cautious and more taking it more sensitively. The things going in between the communities and the communal harmony, which has been disturbed in the Ramzan month and in a holy celebration also. So to prevent uninvited incidents, government has taken some serious steps and asking their ministers, leaders to do not make any statements which will harm the harmony of community. So we can say that they are more proactive now. But the thing is, the fact is that they have made some controversial statements which created the rage in community's mind also.
Abhijit, I also want to ask you about whether the filmmakers have said anything or not, because Chhaava has been in news for all kinds of reasons ever since the film was released.
No, Lakshman Utekar, who has been director of this movie, who is a Marathi director, he has not spoken anything about this incidents, this movie, or any kind of a scene, because we have seen that the controversy before the releasing of movie erupted in Maharashtra, but after that he have not spoke about any comment. He has not made any comment or anything about the movie or the history or any situation or the uninvited events happened in the Maharashtra. He has not spoken about it.
All right, I'm going to thank you, Abhijit Karande, getting asked those details as far as the controversy over the movie Chhaava is concerned. Online attacks on Vicky Kaushal's Chhaava at this point in time, with many blaming the film for inciting the riots, for inciting the tensions in the Nagpur area. Amid the violence, Vicky Kaushal and his movie Chhaava have become the target of people on social media. Netizens are bashing the makers and the actor for spreading hate through the film and are blaming them for the violence. However, there's a section of people who have come out in support of Vicky. Netizens targeted actor Vicky Kaushal and the makers of the film on social media, blaming Kaushal and makers of the movie behind the violence that broke out in Nagpur on the 17th of March. However, fans of Vicky Kaushal came in support of the actor. Fans said blaming Vicky for whatever happened in Nagpur was not right, and that a few netizens blaming Vicky Kaushal and makers of Chhaava was peddling hate propaganda. Meanwhile, the Chief Minister, Minister Fadnavis, has appealed to the people to maintain peace and calm. Yesterday, Fadnavis said that anger was ignited after the movie Chhaava was released.
आज महाराष्ट्रामध्ये विशेषतः म्हणजे मी कुठल्या सिनेमाला दोष देत नाहीये, खरं म्हणजे छावा या चित्रपटाने छत्रपती संभाजी महाराजांचा खरा इतिहास आपल्या समोर आणला. पण त्यानंतर राज्यामध्ये लोकांच्या भावना देखील खूप मोठ्या प्रमाणात त्या ठिकाणी एक प्रकारे प्रज्वलित झालेल्या आहेत. औरंगजेबाबद्दलचा जो काही राग आहे तो रागही खूप मोठ्या प्रमाणात त्या ठिकाणी बाहेर येतोय. या सगळ्या गोष्टी आपल्या ठिकाणी असल्या तरी मला असं वाटतं की महाराष्ट्रात कायदा आणि सुव्यवस्था राखणं हे अत्यंत महत्त्वाचं आहे. त्यामुळे सर्वांनी संयम बाळगला.